Mortgages. A homeowner's mortgage is a long-term loan in which the property is pledged as security for payment of the borrowed amount. In other words, you stop paying, they take your home. A conventional loan or a fixed rate loan is one in which the interest rate and therefore the payment amount does not change over the life of the loan. You'll pay the same amount every month and you have the same interest rate every month. An adjustable rate loan, or you might see it as an adjustable rate mortgage, ARM, or a variable rate loan is one in which the interest rate may go up or down, and therefore your monthly payment may go up or down over the life of the loan. Those can be helpful for you if interest rates are going down. They can hurt you if interest rates are going up. So, some vocabulary to know when buying a home. The down payment is the amount of cash that the buyer must pay to the seller before the lending institution will grant the home buyer a loan. The closing is a session. It's the final step of both the loan acquisition and the home buying process, at which point you will wear out 2 or 3 pins signing your names to 1,000 different forms. Points are interest that you prepay at the beginning of the loan in order to reduce the interest rate for the life of the loan. 1 point is 1% of the loan amount. Now we can recall this principal and interest payment formula, and we recall that we didn't want to use it, and therefore we're still not going to use it. So we're going to use a table for the mortgages. The table has a slightly different format. We'll see that in just a moment. The Martins wish to purchase a house selling for $249,000. They plan to get a loan at the bank that requires 15% down and a payment of 2 points. They're going to get a loan at 4% APR for 30 years. So first off, what is their down payment? Down payment will be 15% of the purchase price, 15% of $249,000. And $249,000 times 15% is $37,350. All right, determine the amount of the mortgage, the actual amount that you're going to borrow. Well, if you need $249 and you're already putting in $37,350, then we'll take the difference to find that you're going to have to borrow $211,650. All right, determine the cost of the 2 points paid by the Martins. Let's see, for borrowing $211,650, we're going to multiply that amount by 2% to get the 2 points. And so they're going to pay $4,233. That's an upfront cost that they're going to pay in order to have less interest over the life of the loan. And you just have to watch it to see whether these are actually worth it or not to pay the points. So, if that's the amount of points they have, and they have a down payment of $37,350, how much do they need to pay at closing? $37,350 plus the amount of the points gives you $41,583. Now, in reality, there's all kinds of other expenses, but we're keeping things simple for this exercise. And finally, what is the monthly principal and interest payment for the Martins mortgage? Well, rather than go through that ugly formula, let's bring up the table. With this table, we have the actual payment per $1,000 of mortgage. So if you get a 10-year mortgage at 4% interest, you're going to multiply the number of thousands times $10, and that'll tell you what your payment is. In this case, $211,650 is the mortgage. We'll divide that by 1,000 to see how many thousands we're borrowing. We're borrowing 211.65 thousands of mortgage, thousands of dollars. Now we'll look at 30 years and 4%, and that gives us $4.77,415. This is the amount per thousand that we're going to have to pay monthly. We take that amount times the number of thousands we're borrowing, and that tells us that our principal and interest payment on the mortgage will be $1,010.45. That's mortgages.